Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to the Glassman's world and welcome back to Gardenia Glass Studios, One Drop Studios. We are here, we are back. The torch is on, the torch is lit, and we've got oxygen. Isn't that beautiful? So after a nearly 6 months hiatus, guys, I've taken 6 months off from the torch, and the reason why was actually I had some issues with my shoulder. I had an injury and I really couldn't do too much work. So I figured, well, at that point, I was going to rebuild my table, my studio. And so we took apart what the table used to be on. And let me show you actually what the table used to be on. I don't know if I can actually show you. I don't know if I have enough room. With everything that I have in here, we've got a lot of stuff going on in here. Also, I made quite a bit of space because this is the shop where we got all of our storage. But this is where I blow glass, and this is the t-shirt press right here. This thing hasn't gotten any action in I don't know how long. It's just been sitting there as a backdrop for all of my lives, and I've had a lot of stuff just on it and around it and packed up, and I mean it's been usable. All I would have to do is clear this off. This is the t-shirt holder, I guess, the press or the board, t-shirt board, and then you just bring this down. You spin this on it, bring this down, and then you can print right on it, right on the shirt right there. And then you got the heat, the spot heater right here, and this just swivels. So this swivels directly onto here, and so I could be doing shirts here all day. It's set up, but the way that I've got it, it's not set up. So this, I think, is going to have a new home soon. We're going to have a lot more space in here very soon. And we now have the studio set up. So let me show you. This used to be the old table right here. All it was a keyboard stand, guys. This is the old table. And the platform, or the actual tabletop itself, is over here. So it's basically just, all it was a shelf on top of a keyboard stand. And so and this is a nice lightweight shelf. It's pretty cool. This is actually something that I can take with me for when I'm doing my vending and doing displays and stuff like that. So, and I'm going to try not to be too loud, because I know when I start talking back here, my wife can hear me. I don't know if she can hear me through the vent. It goes through the vent or something. I don't know. So I'm doing the best I can and not be too loud, guys. But we got this all set up. So I built a table. That was the whole reason for the hiatus, was to get a new table in here. And I thought I was going to get this metal table, a metal stand, and just basically put the HardieBacker on here. But you know what? I decided, let's just build one. So we pieced this together pretty quick and easy. It's just some 2x4 legs on each side. It's got some cross braces on the table, so it's got it's pretty sturdy for what it is. This isn't going to be anything heavy duty. It's not a big old workbench or anything. This is just a glass blowing table. I can sit on it. It holds my weight. So yeah, that's cool. We need to just clean and clear out a little bit of space here. I'm just going to move some things. It's funny, the table's been already cleaned and cleared, and then I already got stuff already in the way. But let's move these things over. Let's get started, guys. This is really exciting. It's been a while. I need to get ready for Balloon Fiesta. That's one other thing. Check this out. Well, check this out. This is that one shirt, infamous shirt millions of people seen this shirt already. Millions and millions of people have seen this shirt because this was the shirt that was on the statue of Sid Cutter. The Sid Cutter statue, the bronze statue that they have out there at the Balloon Fiesta, right in front of the pilot's tent. And fortunately, I was there at the right place at the right time when they were taking it down, and they were dismantling all the display that was on the statue, and they were about to just throw it away. And I was like, do you mind if I keep that? Like, and they just like, yeah, sure. And they handed it to me. I don't know if anyone was supposed to hold on to it or whatever, but it's in my possession now. I would think that would want to be in the museum or something. You know, this is an awesome collectible. 50-year anniversary of Balloon Fiesta. This was on the statue throughout the whole week of Balloon Fiesta at the 50th anniversary. And now it's here. So, speaking of Balloon Fiesta, I just opened up my kiln. I just cleared off the top of the kiln. I had all kinds of stuff on it because I moved things around. And check this out. Speaking of Balloon Fiesta, I had these balloons just in here. So these are all ready to go. We've got balloons. I could have been selling these. That's some funny stuff. Alright, so let's get you guys all set up. What we normally do is we get the tripod here. So, or not tripod, but we got this this microphone stand right here. So let's get you guys set up real quick. Bring you guys up right above my head. Alright. Let's make sure you guys are in a good position here. Bring you guys as close as we possibly can. And hopefully not hitting. I think there's a pocket there. Alright. I can bring you guys right overhead here. And then you guys can pretty much get the view that I get. So we're going to set you up on the stand here now. Alright, and then we'll position you this way, and there we go. Alright. I'll get you guys right into position. Oh, dang. I can even move you guys over a little bit more and bring you guys up quite a bit. That way I don't hit my head. Alright, bear with me for a second. Just gonna move you guys over some. Dang, this has got a nice grip. Alright, there we go. So, Balloon Fiesta is coming up, guys, and it's really fortunate that I found those balloons because we're probably going to be working on making some hot air balloons and things like that today. I don't know. What do you guys think? So that's probably a good spot right there for you guys to be able to see everything that I'm grabbing and working on. And hopefully I won't be getting in the way here. I don't know. We'll turn on the video and make sure the volume is down. Alright. Let's get the glasses out. Haven't had these out in a while. Oh, what's going on? There it is. Okay, we got the glasses out, guys. This is the first time I've blown glass in 6 months, guys. I cannot believe that. It's been way too long. I know that the fan's got that drone. I can't really do anything about that. I don't know if I can get a quieter fan. All for streaming live. Okay, putting on the glasses. Wow, it's been a while. 6 months, guys. I'm gonna turn this other light on here. Let's see if we can get a little bit better lighting. I don't know if I like that. It makes it more shadowy. Okay. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna make? You know, I need to make a whole bunch of my simple $5 mushrooms and pendants and things. And I don't know if I have time. Let's see, it says 5:50 on that computer. Is that correct? Let's see here. Yeah, 5:55. Says right there. Let's make sure we got the live chat so that all messages are visible. Alright. Let me move this out of the way. It's right at my feet. Oh, and let's take a quick morning 2-footer here. Make sure that's not in the screen. Alright. So we're going to work on maybe some balloons. I need balloons. I need mushrooms. I need flowers. There's so many things. I need jellyfish. I need to turn on the kiln. Is the kiln on? Did I accidentally unplug the kiln? I might not be able to use the kiln yet. Okay. I'll have to go back later and work on that. Oh my gosh. I think I accidentally unplugged the kiln. Stacking up some things against the wall. So I probably need to move that stuff so it's not up against the plug. That's a good reminder. So that's good that it didn't just turn on. I like that. That's good. Alright, I'm just going to do a quick 2 foot tube here. We gotta celebrate this, you know? I am so excited, you guys. It's been 6 months almost. March 25th. So that was the official last video I made, probably making these balloons. They've been sitting in the kiln for 6 months. All right, and I know people aren't awake right now. I know people aren't really going to be coming in and commenting and stuff live. One other thing, we were at 1,000 subscribers, 1K subscribers, guys. It is awesome to be able to just look at the channel and see every time. Oh, wait. Now it says we're down to 999 subscribers. That's funny. We're now at 999. We're under 1K, guys. I need 1 subscriber. Come on, guys. Just kidding. I don't really care. It's not a big deal. But we did surpass the 1K mark. And so we are going to be doing the 30-day, actually it's going to be a 31-day Gardenia glass giveaway where we're going to be giving away a bunch of different things. Like, let's give away this one here. I'll just put that one to the side. This one's now going to be a giveaway. Bam. Just like that. And now we got our very first little giveaway prize here. A beautiful balloon. I believe that's blue and white. Maybe light blue. I can't really tell from what I'm looking at right here. Hopefully the lighting's good and you can see that. I don't know. It's not really. Well, I guess not bright enough. Oh well. We're gonna set this one aside. We need to put a prize box around, and these ones will be for sale. I forgot. I've got all kinds of alarms set up. 5:30, 6 o'clock, and 8 o'clock. Which means at 8 o'clock, that'll be about the time that I need to leave. So yeah. We got a little bit of time. We got at least an hour or two. And the beautiful thing is that 2-foot tube here fits perfectly under the table. Just the right height. Okay. So let's get started here, guys. We got the propane. We got oxygen right here. Let's see, we got my handy Norwex Opti cloth. Always need that. And let's start with this here. Clean it up. It's been 6 months. 6 months of dust and everything. You see how that's hooked up right there? It's just hooked up to the propane line on my torch. Okay, nice and clean. Oh yeah, and you see this? We got the glass going all the way across right here now. So now all of this whole area is all usable. I will need some of these pieces. This is my silver fume pieces. I like to keep those kind of close, so we'll keep those there. And we got this whole rack up here we can put glass on. And I'm just going to move some of these out of the way. We'll probably use a couple of these. We'll probably use this here. Maybe this. Alright, we'll just put those to the side. Okay. Let's go with this here. Let's get caramel. Caramel with this blue. Alright, we'll clean up that. We'll clean up the caramel. I can see that, you know what I noticed? The table is flat, right? But as you can see, things are still rolling. I don't know if you noticed that. Things are just rolling, right? Well, that one's not really too round, I guess. But there's a there's a slant in our apartment over here. I put a marble on the floor and it just rolled away. I was like, oh, okay. I guess they didn't build this house level. Or these apartments. Okay, so let's stretch this out. We got our tools ready to go here. Where is... Okay, there's a reamer. We need a reamer, we need this. All this other stuff kind of just in the way. Alright. So now we're gonna try to learn how to blow glass in a whole different position, stretching my shoulders backward. I've been going to physical therapy a lot, guys, and I'm learning that by blowing glass and pulling my hands in all the time, it's really messing things up. So I need to learn to just pull my shoulders back as I'm working. 6 months of blowing glass, of not blowing glass. Alright. I don't need it too long. Alright. That's cool. I could just put this right up there now. I need to clear all this stuff off and then it'll be nice and cleaner up there. But I like that. That's good. We can always just have our glass up here. Okay, so we got the caramel. And then the blue doesn't really need to do anything. So we're going to add the blue right to the tip of the caramel here. I think this is caramel or butterscotch. What is this? Sorry, this is butterscotch. North Star. And we'll add that blue right there. And then that blue is going to create like a blue cap to the mushroom. We're going to make a mushroom real quick. This is usually the first lesson that I ever teach anyone, is how to spin the glass in the torch in the flame, and then how to round out the end of a clear rod here, and then pushing a solid piece of color that we pulled really thin, like the one we just had here, the stringer. And then we'll push that into, so this right here, it's got that little bit of blue on the tip. I don't know if you can see that. So it's got a little bit of blue on the tip. And that's going to get pushed in to the rounded tip of the clear here. We're going to force it into the molten glass. It's going to get pushed into the molten glass, and it's going to hit the part that's not molten. It's going to have nowhere to go, and as I keep pushing it in, it implodes inside of there, kind of like ricochets, I guess. I'm not sure what it really is called, but basically that color will just flash back away from that wall back into the molten glass, and that's how the mushroom cap is formed. Here, I'm going to bring this up some. I can feel it's not a proper heat. Alright, that's a little better there. Alright, now we're going to push it in. I always heat up the tip of it just a little bit. That way it spreads out real nicely. It helps to spread it out nice and buttery. Then we push it in the center, just like that. Keep pushing. Once it hits that wall, and you just keep pushing it in so it like kind of just hits that wall, has nowhere else to go, and bam. Now we're going to take the air bubble out of there because there's a big old indentation, or we pushed that in there. So now there's a big old air bubble around all that color, except where it imploded inside the glass. The cap, there's no air around it, just maybe underneath it, where the stem of that color is, that stringer. So we're going to just round up the clear glass. We're going to let the clear glass collapse into or onto itself in the center and pinch out all the air. And I know you can't see anything that's going on. I don't know if I even put a lens in here, if that would help at all. I don't know if I have a lens. I don't know if that helps at all to be able to see through the flame. We'll check real quick. No, still bright. So that lens doesn't help. But I'm removing the air bubble out. The air bubble will slowly collapse down around the stem, that little stringer of color. And if you do it properly, you won't trap any air. You get rid of the little indentation at the bottom. You round it up, and it looks like nothing ever happened. And how did that get inside of there? So that's the magic and the trick, is making it look like there's no air. Like, how did you do that? How did you get it inside there? Let's see if I can let that cool down a little bit for you so you can see it. Sorry, I'm trying to hold two pieces of glass here, one close to the flame. But yeah, you can see it in there now, after it's not glowing so much. And we'll pull the loop on here. And these usually are a lot quicker. 6 months out of practice. I can feel it, I can tell. And I have to do my best to remember to keep my rotator cuff stretched, keep it down, keep it pulled back. That's what the physical therapist told me to recommend it. Alright, so here we go. We're going to pull it. Figure out which side we want it to be the front. Bring it around. Attach it to the body. Pull it off. Get the reamer. I always push that little bit of glass, that little bump, nipple, whatever you want to call it. Push it up into the body of the glass so it's now nice and flat. It's now nice and flat. And then we'll round this up and get the loop to thicken up as it's getting smaller. And then we bring the reamer in to make sure that that hole doesn't close up on you at all. Also, we pull up on it at this point and straighten it. Make sure it's all nice and straight, and we pull upwards. So it's like pulling a rope and making it all nice and taut. And that's how you can make sure it's nice and straight as well. And then, got a nice hard space right here. Just snap that off. Here, we'll keep the punchy closed. Clean off the punchy mark. And there's the finished mushroom right there. So the ones with the two colors are the $10 mushrooms. All the simple ones, one color, I just keep down at $5. I know most people sell theirs at $7. But there you have it. There's a nice little mushroom right there. All nice and rounded on the bottom here. And about an inch tall. And there you go. Alright. Here, I'm going to push this up some. Alright, let's make some more. I have to get used to all the new positioning of things. So then we just round up the clear glass again, and bam. We'll be ready to push another one. So these ones, they go pretty quickly. You know what I'm wondering is if I want to use a different blue. I'm not really happy with that blue. Wonder if I want this one instead. A darker blue there. Oh yeah, and let's get the blue on there again. We'll just add a little blue tip onto the butterscotch. So heat up both pieces. Heat up the blue more though, so that stays more gooier, so you can pull that off. Alright, and that's ready to go. We'll get this back to molten here. And round it up. And we'll heat up the blue just a little bit. Well, we get it like pretty much molten, but then we let it back off. As we're getting this molten, push it directly in the center. Spin the clear glass rod as you're pushing this in so you can see if it's center or not. And then when you're really pushing it in to get that cap to grow towards the end there, that's when you kind of stop spinning, and you stop spinning on every time that you push, pretty much. Here, and look, we'll just add the blue for the next one real quick. Oh. Real quick, huh? Alright, yeah. That's ready for the next one. Now we'll get the air bubble out of here. we'll make a few of these. I don't know how many. It'd be good to have at least a dozen of them made. I'm going to go with a little bit more hotter, tighter flame there. You don't want to get it too hot because then you can boil the glass. But you know, if you constantly rotate it, you don't hold that flame in one spot, it won't boil it. And I tend to use a pretty hot flame, trying to get that heat to go, you know, penetrate into the center of the rod there. I overheard someone one time, Jennifer Wilson, Lewis Wilson's daughter, I overheard her one time say, "Why is he using such a hot flame?" And that's coming from a Wilson, right? I'm like, am I doing something wrong here? But, you know, everyone's got their own techniques. I don't boil my glass, so as long as I'm not holding it in place, you know, it shouldn't be an issue. This is just how I learn. Everyone's got their own ways. And then this way it gives me that really tight, precise heat for when I'm doing, you know, I can do everything with the one flame. I don't have to adjust the flame throughout the whole pendant here. So that's what makes it pretty easy. Why I can keep the ones that are just one color, one solid color, why I can keep those at only $5. You know, these ones I do for 10 because they're a little bit different. These got that blue on the cap, so they're supposed to look more realistic. That's why. But then I can do like red mushrooms with black, you know, or blue and yellows, like, you know, doing some beautiful complementary colors and stuff like that. So tonight, I got to give a shout out to my friend Steve-O from the Vatorium down at 3808 Central here in Nob Hill, Albuquerque, New Mexico. And every Saturday, every Sunday, they do a market. They're actually going to be setting up this morning, having a market, and then also this evening. So I'm committed to the Sunday markets. I may try to just start doing Saturday and Sundays. We'll see. We'll see how things go and if it's lucrative for us to do so. Because a lot of times on Saturdays, what I do is I go to that free food line, which gets us a whole bunch of really nice organic produce and a lot of good foods that they're really expensive. And, you know, the Peace and Justice Center, those who do the food distribution, they say that they need more people in the line so they can actually acquire more food. The more people they have, the more food they have. So they welcome everyone, the general public and those who, you know, could use free food, those in need, those who just want free food, maybe even those who who have a place to distribute it to other places as well. And they always have leftovers, and so they want people to come and get the leftover breads and stuff to help disperse those out. And a lot of the produce gets taken up by the local farmers and goes to like compost and stuff like that. So nothing goes to waste, everything goes out. It's really nice, and yeah, the more people they have, the more food they can get. So And it's been helpful, definitely so helpful for our family. And, you know, we're not doing too bad, but having this food is why. Having the free food every week is why we're not doing too bad. Because it really does help. And sometimes they'll have like gluten-free breads, and they'll have organic produce and all kinds of stuff. And they always have, like, you know, the cookies and the pastries and all the sugars and sweets and all that stuff. They don't tend to have like milk and dairy and meats. That's the one thing. Most food lines and food boxes, they'll have like meat, cheese. They give you like ramen, things like that. This is a different type of food line. A lot of organic foods and natural foods and good, good foods, not too highly processed foods. That's the one thing that I do like about it as well. So my Saturdays are taken up by that. I got to decide, is it more lucrative for me to just go and vend, or is it better to just go over there to the food line and get, you know, then I don't have to then take a trip to take the money I earned from vending to then go shop, when I may be able to acquire it at the food line. So I don't know, like doing something on Saturday mornings besides going there, it's a toss up for me. Because, you know, sometimes I'll get like $100 in bread from the food line, and it's amazing to be able to get that much in gluten-free bread or other sort of, like, I love the seed breads that are from the artisan bakery, and they have so much bread, like, and bagels, and like they have so many bagels. I don't do bagels. I always pass on the bagels, but they always have bagels and baguettes and French bread and garlic bread, and sometimes they'll have tortillas and pizza crust, English muffins. But they always have a lot of like wheat bread and those big artesian rolls, like, you know, really nice loaves of bread, round loaves of bread, seeded bread, rye bread, all kinds. So yeah, if you want to come on down to the Peace and Justice Center, that's located at Harvard Street and Silver, on the corner of Harvard and Silver in the University area, by just south of UNM, just south of Central Boulevard or Route 66, right there near Yale, just east of Yale, one block east of Yale on Harvard and Silver, one block south of Central. Get there at 9 a.m. Bring a box or bring bags to carry food away. Sometimes they'll have boxes for people, but you never know. They might have holes in the bottoms, or, you know, they might not be the best boxes to carry, or they may not have enough for everyone. So bring your own box, bring your own bag, you can carry your own food away. That's every Saturday here in Albuquerque at the Albuquerque Center for Peace and Justice. So yeah, if I'm going to vend on Saturdays, then I need to make sure that it's going to be lucrative enough for me to do that, to where then I'm, you know, got to then take the cash from vending and then go shopping with it and go get the food. It's like, well, you can just cut out the middleman, just go get the food directly. But like I said, they don't have everything that we need. They don't got the eggs, the milk, and the dairy all the time. Sometimes they do have yogurt. I'm not going to lie. They do have a lot of yogurt. Tend to have a lot of yogurt and a lot of the non-dairy yogurt. But other than that, they don't really get, like, every once in a while they'll get gallons of milk, and sometimes they'll get eggs, but then they'll split it up, so you'll get like 6 eggs per person. So yeah, Saturdays, that's what I do on Saturdays, Food Line, and then what we don't get there, then I can go shopping later on in the afternoon on Saturday and go grab the things we need to get us through for the week, or at least for a few days through the beginning of the week. I don't know. I tend to go shopping at least once or twice a week, I guess. So that's what my Saturdays are like. But tonight is going to change up things. So I got to make sure that I do all these errands running around and stuff in time, and then also see if we can get the t-shirt press that I showed you guys earlier in the video at the beginning. We're going to see if we can get that delivered here today and get my glass studio over there as well. So that's why I'm on the torch right now. When I come back from the Food Line, I'm going to get back on the torch, and I got to make an order. We're going to go live on that one. I actually have permission to film this, and I have permission to take photos and anything that I'd like for promotion and things like that. So I'll be making a memorial glass, Sealed with Love memorial glass, which is where I put the cremains into a beautiful pendant for that you can wear over your heart. You know, keep your loved ones close to you, keep them over your heart. So we're gonna be making that a little bit later here today, guys. Here, I'm gonna soften it for the color. That's one thing, is I don't want to ever burn out the color, so you don't want to go too hot with the color. Alright, just spin it, rock it back and forth. I don't know if you saw that. I was just kind of going like this, just spinning it back and forth as I was pulling it up. Just make sure it's straight. And then I'm holding it like that. I heated it at the end, and then that way it's nice and straight right there. I'll pull this end out just a little bit. It always rounds up. That's where I grab it from. So if I can heat up this little section here, I can usually pull it out to where I don't have to. A lot of glass blowers will just pull that off and they'll scrap it. And they have a lot of color scrap, and I prefer not to have any color scrap if I can. Color is $60 a pound compared to clear glass, which is $6 a pound. Or at least it was. I'm like, I don't know, I forget. Get into making things like, oh yeah, I've been doing this for how long? Almost 30 years now, guys, been blowing glass. Isn't that crazy? Since 1995, I've been blowing glass, guys. Right out of high school. Well, kinda. I guess so. I was supposed to graduate in '94. I did 2 years of my senior year. And then I didn't graduate because I ended up having I got my girlfriend at the time pregnant and ended up having our first child. And so yeah, life changed things. Years later, I ended up going and getting my GED. Graduated in like the 80th percentile or something like that. Which, I don't know, is that good? And then, yeah, I actually was a jeweler. I was working with silver and gold. So I was a silver and goldsmith before I got on the torch blowing glass. I don't know if many of you guys know that. But I worked at a place, so I worked at Party City, this like costume place. And, well, it's a party place, right? Where they got costumes, where they got like, you know, all your birthday, all the color coordinated plates and cups and all the balloons and streamers and everything you need, you know, for any occasion. You know, if you turn over, what is it, over the hill, they got all the baby shower stuff, all that. So I worked at Party City for a while, and the owner, he liked my work ethic, and he invited me to come work for him at his other business, which was Expressions in Gold, and that was a jewelry business. I didn't even know he had it. I went over there. He needed a delivery driver, so I ended up delivering, you know, like $50,000 to $100,000 worth of jewelry that he entrusted me with, and drove them to uh, all the different locations that had you know, they send out their repairs to get their repairs done, and we were the place that did their repairs. So then we returned their repairs back to all kinds of different places, different pawn shops, places in the malls here in Albuquerque, here in Santa Fe, in New Mexico. So it was like kind of statewide, and I would just travel around, and deliver all these different jobs back to the places. And then within a week of working there and delivering, maybe 2 weeks, but I swear, like it was within that first week being there, one of his like long time, a veteran jeweler, one of his jewelers was working for him for I don't know how many years. He said like at least 20 or 30 years. He just up and quit on him one day. I don't know if he got fed up with not making as much money as he thought he should, you know, because in the jewelry business, the owner makes a lot of money, and everyone else is kind of just making the things for him to make a lot of money, right? And for me, it was an entry-level job, you know, coming from Party City, making whatever it was over there, you know, minimum wage. I don't even know back then if it was like $5.50. I don't even know if I was making $7 an hour back then. I think it was like only $5.50, $4.25. That was like when I was just out of high school. You got to remember. So I don't know. I don't even know if I was making anywhere near $10 an hour at the jewelry shop. And he probably knew that. He probably was like, "Oh yeah, I got me a good grunt worker now." But for me, you know, it was an entry level job. Going from a costume place to a jewelry place, that was big. A big move for me, you know. And also with the baby on the way, I started making a little bit better money there. I think maybe I was making $10 an hour or close to it, maybe 8 or 9 compared to 7 or something, you know. Still was good money, you know. Like nowadays, dang, you got to make like 20 or $30 an hour minimum to scrape by. I don't know how these people get by on the minimum wage still, at only like $10 or $12 an hour here. And then they take the taxes out, and then you're like, really? Like, whoa, where's all my money? So, I was a jeweler back then. I worked for a few months, and then I got fired. I got fired for being late because I had a baby, and the baby needed me to change her diaper in the morning and get a bottle formula because the mama needed me to do that before I would leave for work every morning. instead of getting up herself. So I ended up losing a job because of that. It's like, dang it. But it is what it is, right? So then I learned how to do jewelry. And, you know, I was only there for like 4 to 6 months. But then at that same exact time, I started learning how to blow glass. So while I was on the torch doing jewelry, I started working on the glass blowing torch here, lamp working torch. And yeah, ever since 95, guys, it's been like that. And ever since 95, I've been making these and selling them for $5 each. I really do like this. I like being able to just put my glass right across like that. That's nice. I got the whole thing, the whole table, all the way across. Anywhere I can place hot glass. And then so I got the hardy backer here. There's tile on the back there to protect the wood, the wood top from the table. And that's all it is. It's a real simple table that I built. I waited six months to see if I could have the metal table delivered, and there was issues. You know, no one's at fault or anything. It's things happen for a reason or whatever. But bam, look, I had the material here. Might as well just build the table. And the hardy backer was the perfect size. It fit perfectly right on it from edge to edge. And the tile also fit perfectly. I think it's a 4-foot table, exact, 48 inches. I think, I'm not 100%, but I think it is. Alright, so we'll make a few more of these. We'll move on. I'm not going to make any balloons. Because I need the kiln on. I can't make jellyfish without the kiln. I can do mushrooms and I can do spirals. And flowers. Maybe we'll make some flat back flowers too. But I can't do anything that's like too complicated or layered. You know, these, as long as I don't trap any air in them, and they should be fine. I can hand anneal them with the torch here. I've never had any issues with these. I've had these for years, made them without a kiln, kept them around for, you know, decades. They've never just cracked on me for no reason at all. I've had other things crack on me, but not these. Pretty interesting. I think they're just small enough, you know, that they don't really have that much. They're not so sensitive, not full of pressure, not a lot of layers, not a lot of air getting trapped in air bubbles and stuff like that. So yeah, ever since 95, I've kept these at $5. I plan to keep these at $5. And now they're now part of gift and card. So we're working on the website giftandcard.store, and that'll be up and running soon, coming soon, where you can order a beautiful handmade card from my wife, Serena Estrada, and you know, a card for any occasion, any holiday, birthday. Christmas is coming up, Halloween is coming up, Thanksgiving is coming up. You know, anniversaries, Valentine's will be here sooner than you think. You know, there's all kinds of reasons to give out greeting cards, thank you cards, you know, I miss you cards, thinking of you cards, any of those kind of things. So you get yourself a beautiful handmade card and a handmade piece of jewelry, handmade gift. Get them both for $10, or you get the gift for $5 each. You get the card alone for $7, or you get both for 10. And basically what it is I make sure that my wife keeps her $7, and I just drop these down to $3 for myself. So that way it promotes the gift and card collection now, or the brand that we're putting out there. You can go to facebook.com/gift and card. And the website will be up soon, giftandcard.store, coming soon. .store, and I think .site as well. I try to remember blowing glass to really keep my shoulders back. I'm feeling my fingers are trying to go numb on me, so I'm trying to prolong this session here. Try to get at least a dozen of these made. If I can get a dozen of these hanging, that's over $100 in product right there. I won't sell them all on Sunday or tonight. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. So I got to make these all. You know what? You know, I'll probably work on this kind of stuff at the demo tonight, because I probably won't be making anything too big. I might try to make a couple pipes or something like that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll demo some of the balloons. You know, maybe we'll pull out a collection of cards here, and we'll try to like make some of these, like the peacock. That'd be pretty fun to try to make. The full moon. If we can make our card, I can get ours ready. Oh, this one, I've always wanted to make that one there. Oh, sorry, you're not even seeing that one. This is ours. So maybe I can make that one. Maybe I can make this one. Maybe the peacock. Maybe we'll try to make a couple balloons tonight while I'm sitting there chilling. I've made that one before. That was Bryce's balloon. Oh, there's another one of ours. The Meow Wolf balloon. St. Patty's Day balloon. Oh, I do need to make this one for this year. There's several balloons that I was actually asked to make this year. So we'll try to make some of those. And here's our balloon right here, Polar Dawn. We'll be out there every morning for Dawn Patrol. Hopefully I can be out there every morning. I looked into renting a car for the week. I'm like, ouch. When did vehicles go from like $21 a day to like $60 a day? What the I'm like, oh my gosh. $800 for the week? Are you kidding me? I think I'll be riding my bike. I'll be catching an Uber. Like, yeah, an Uber is a lot cheaper than renting a car, man. That's ridiculous. I'll just get an Uber, thank you very much. I thought an Uber was going to be way too expensive. I was like, oh, well, maybe if I just rent a car, that'll make it easy. No. Oh, you know what I was just thinking? Tomorrow, being that I'm going to have my torch set up tonight, why not leave it there overnight and do live demonstrations tomorrow as well? And I can just sit out there and maybe just make, I don't know, I got to see. How can I make that happen? If I can get a four-wheel dolly and maybe some boards, hardy backer, bricks. Yeah. Okay. Put a board down, put some bricks on the four-wheeler, then put the kiln on that. I can roll it anywhere I need to. Maybe we can run it on an extension cord. I don't know if that's safe. I don't know if I should try that. I've never run a kiln on an extension cord. But yeah, I think I can actually do live glassblowing demos tomorrow. Tomorrow at the while vending for Sunday. That'll be the first time. Hopefully we'll have good weather. Hopefully there won't be too much wind. And also State Fair just started up. So that means there's going to be a lot of people coming up and down Central. And maybe they'll stop by and check it out. Now the one thing that I'd like to do is get an extra torch and extra hoses and stuff, so that way I'm not having to move my studio every week. But, you know, it may be worth it. And I just gotta put it all back together again every Sunday night. Tear it apart on Saturday morning. Alright, where are we at? Number 5, this is number 6 here. Alright, we're at the halfway mark for the dozen. And I don't even know how long we've been going live here. Where are we at? 68 minutes. Right on. And welcome in. Welcome in. We're just doing some quick production making on some product here. That way we can have these out for tomorrow and tonight. I guess I'll be setting up tonight too, vending. I don't see why not. Jeez, maybe I'm going to have my table and stuff over there tonight. I didn't even think about that. We might have to just set up everything, get ready to go for tonight. Leave it there overnight. Alright, we'll see how this works. I have to get a hold of my friend Steve-O and find out what his plan is for the day and how he wants to attack this, make this happen. Because it's his idea. He invited me to come out, do some live demos for his event on Saturday night. And I'm like, yeah, like let's make it happen. And then he also helped me with getting my oxygen refilled. So thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you, Vaporium, for supporting us, supporting me and my wife and everything that we've been doing. And we've been doing our best to support you, promote you, let everyone know about Vaporium there, 3808 Central Avenue, Southeast Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's in Nob Hill East, the Nob Hill East Market every Saturday and Sunday. And then I forget what tonight's event's called, but it's a special event. I believe it's 21 and over kind of event. Oh, I keep forgetting about my shoulder. I'm lifting up my shoulder. It's like hunching, you know when you like hunch up your shoulders? I can't hunch them up. I gotta make sure I relax them, keep them down, and keep them pulled backwards. But try holding this for an hour, spinning constantly. And tell me that you don't start compensating with your shoulders to lift your hands and your arms up. I should bring in like a rod of glass or a dowel stick and show my physical therapist next time. Like, look, this is what I do. Oh yeah, we got this little thing here. Alright, so Monday, we got another update for you guys. Monday, 9 a.m. is my court date with the that incident that occurred in May, on May 14th, Tuesday, May 14th, around noon, at the bus stop, where I was attacked. I was assaulted, physically assaulted, and why I have to go to the physical therapy and try to get my shoulder back in gear. It was already messed up a little bit before that, but with getting pulled and yanked and everything the way I was, it really, really messed me up. So, we'll see what happens with this outcome on Monday. We'll see if I can get a judgment for, you know, being able to have just all this stuff taken care of by the person who assaulted me. You know, because I don't have insurance and I can't afford to continue to go to physical therapy. I don't even know how I'm going to pay for any of these if I don't get the right judgment for this case and for this incident. But we'll see what goes on Monday. And so wish me luck, guys. Everything goes well. Also, another update. October will be a balloon fiesta, and during the whole month of October, I'm going to be giving away a bunch of Gardenia glass. 31 days It was the 30-day Gardenia Glass giveaway, but now it's 31-day Gardenia Glass giveaway. Because it's Halloween, you know, 31 days in October. And that's going to give everyone 1 month to go on to my last live stream, the one prior to this, that says I've reached 1K subscribers. Comment on this video to win or to be entered or whatever it says. That video, that last live stream, go there and comment, and you'll be entered to the drawing. And every day I'm going to put everyone's names in the drawing during October. And so every day in October I'm going to pull a name. So far we only got like 16 comments, guys. So that means that every individual is going to get entered twice. We'll just do the drawing again. Once it ends, we'll do another all the way until 31 days. So we'll just re-enter everyone, and then I'll just send 2 prizes, right? Or 3 prizes. Unless you get on there and you actually comment on that video. And I think all I ask everyone to do is just comment, I subscribe. That's all you gotta do, just comment, I subscribe. And of course, you do have to be a subscriber, so I'm gonna go through and verify that you are subscribed. Maybe the comments will be a subscriber mode only. Maybe I'll change that. I just thought about that right now. I'm like, we can actually do that and make it to our subscriber mode only. Or maybe that's only for the live chat. I don't know. Alright, so I'm so excited to be back on the torch. 6 months, man. It's already 7 o'clock, huh? Alright, so we've been on for pretty much an hour and a half now, guys. So I'm probably just going to get to like number 9 here. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's number 7. Yeah, I'm going to just do a couple more here real quick with you guys, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm going to go live again later, like I said, this afternoon. We're going to do the Sealed with Love Memorial Glass, where I'm actually putting someone's pet, their cremains, into a beautiful piece of glass, memorial glass. And then I've been given permission to video that, so that'll then, you know, the individual can save that video. That person can download the video, save it forever, or hopefully, you know, if YouTube stays up, then we'll keep the link up forever. And then I've had permission to be able to utilize videos and pictures of it for promotion. So yeah, thank you so much to Kristen for allowing me to do that, for giving me the permission to do so. I really appreciate it. I've only been given permission twice to do that so far, in regard specifically to using it for promotion. So thank you guys so much. Although it is one of those things that I like to keep sacred, and so I really don't want to have it out there and promote it and advertise so much. And that's what I was telling Kristen too, was that, you know, this is something I'm not really like trying to market out there and make a whole bunch of money on, but I do want people to know that this service is available, and that, you know, if you want me to be the one to do it, I'll make sure to, you know, smudge my whole area first. You know, we'll get the white sage out. We'll make sure we have, you know, prayers and chanting and everything going on. And just have a beautiful environment here while working on the memorial glass. You know, making sure it's just kept nice and sacred like that, in that way. So yeah, it's not really about making the money off of it, but just letting people know that this service is available, and I can put cremains into beautiful Sealed with Love memorial glass. So we'll do that later on here this afternoon when I get back. And then hopefully we'll have the kiln situation figured out, and I'll have it plugged in to where we can then get the kiln going again. Oh, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. I didn't unplug it or anything. But that reminds me to move things away from the plug so we don't have any accidental fires or anything. But the soaker button, I forgot about that. That thing gets depressed and then it gets turned off. You have to press it back in. Unpressed, I guess. It gets depressed into it where it pops out. I gotta press it back in. Alright, we only got a couple more here, guys. And then I'm gonna take a break. Get ready to go. I'm gonna do some morning dabs and a couple more 2-footer tubes here. I'm stoked to be back on the torch, guys. And now I'm gonna have more. Look at this. This is beautiful. I got all of these beautiful mushrooms here. These are the 2-color mushrooms with the butterscotch and the cobalt blue for the mushroom cap, or sometimes they're just on the tip, all depending on how much I put on there. And I see some people coming and going. You're welcome to say hello, chat, comment, and also you can also just come in and just watch, you know. You can lurking while you're working. But yeah, these are coming out really beautiful. I guess I have room for one more. Here, let me show you the first one and how that one came out. No, not the first one. That one was the light one. I went with the darker blue because I like this one better. So these ones, look at how they look. Hopefully that shows up. Make sure you get a good view here. Come on. That lighting. Like, what is up with that? Come on, camera. It's really not. There it goes. I guess it's finally zoomed. So yeah, you can see it's got the 2-color. So they look pretty real, you know, or close to being like, you know, psilocybin. Okay, let's do, I don't know, I guess one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8's good. 8 represents an infinity. That's an infinite amount of mushrooms that I've made in my lifetime. So the more blue you add, the bigger of a blue cap you get. The less blue you add, and then you get just a little ring of blue around the rim of the mushroom cap. So all depending on what you want it to look like is how much color you want to add to it. Let me see if I can remember to keep my shoulder down and back. That is such a weird angle though. So hold your shoulder back instead of pushing it forward, you know. After almost 30 years, I guess rotator cuff is just gonna eventually not be happy with you. But they've given me all kinds of ways to strengthen the rotator cuff, which is nice. I'm noticing my fingers aren't really going numb quickly, so maybe doing all these stretches and all these workouts recently has really helped out with that. So I gotta give thanks to the UNMH or UNMH physical therapy. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are gonna help me get back in shape, and maybe I'll win another best of show ribbon or some kind of show, some kind of competition, art contest, something like that here soon. I got some cool ideas in mind. The one thing though that we really need to work on is getting the glass balloon collection from 1972, the original 13 balloons. We need to get those displayed. Actually, I need to work on the display. Maybe we'll do that live later too. But we need to get that display into the Albuquerque Balloon Museum, the Albuquerque International Balloon Museum, which is just right outside of the Balloon Fiesta Park. And if I can get that in there, you know, if I can actually get that in there this year, which, you know, we only got a month away. I should have talked to them already long time ago and been like, hey, let's get this in there. Maybe they'll display it. I don't know. Maybe the gift shop will put it in a case and they'll let people see it, you know, and display it with the ribbons. And maybe I'll put $100,000 price tag on it. And if it sells, it sells. Because I don't want to ever make that collection again. I want to keep it as a one of a kind. They're only one in the world. Never going to do it ever again. Never going to replicate any of those 1972 balloons. There might be a couple in there that I might redo to make the collection look better. But other than that, like, I'm not going to replicate them for anyone to sell them, anything like that. However, with that being said, there are a few balloons that are still flying today that are replicas of the original balloons from 1972, the red, white, and blue balloons. Some of those are actually replicas from the 1972 that fly today. They are not the actual original ones from 72. You know, that fabric would be tore up. It would not be safe to fly. That's interesting. This last one is the one that came out crooked. But that's okay. When they come out crooked, sometimes that just means like it's a little closer to the front than the back. And so if I set it to where you see it from, if it's set back, that all that glass in the front's going to magnify it, make it look bigger. If I do it to where it's on the front side, then you see all that detail, and it'll look nice either way. Kind of like it bigger magnified. Alright, we'll punchy it up here. Oh, it's so hard to keep my shoulder down and relax. Now that I'm thinking about it, like I have to constantly like keep it in mind all the time. Like, there you go, lower your shoulder. Yeah, this one's going to be magnified really, really large. It's going to look nice. Alright, so then we go right there. Okay, so this is going to be the last one for the camera, guys. I'm still going to work on making a dozen of them, but I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to give you a reminder to find that live stream, the very last live stream that says I've reached 1K subscribers. Comment on this video to be entered to win or whatever it says. Find that video and just comment on it. Comment I subscribe, but make sure you subscribe because I'm only going to enter your name if you're a subscriber. This contest is only open to subscribers only, and yeah, and I guess even if you just subscribe for the for the giveaway, then so be it. That it is what it is. I'm not gonna get all technical on you. Whatever. If you want to do it like that, good luck winning. Like, you know, as long as you subscribe. You got 1 month to get those comments in. We'll start that drawing on October 1st. And then Balloon Fiesta starts when? October 5th to the 13th, I believe. Maybe the 3rd. I don't know, something like that. So, it's coming up soon, guys. I'm going to do my best to get a mobile hotspot. So when I go live, we don't have any issues with pixelation and things. I'm going to also do my best to free up my camera space and upload everything to my computer. Download it all, drop it all down, get rid of it all, and start with a new clean slate. Alright, there you go, guys. That's the last one for the day. And for you guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Also, thanks for hitting the like button. It do helps to get the algorithm out there. I'm back, guys, after 6 months of not blowing glass. We now got a beautiful collection of these beautiful. Let me show you again. Let me just pick up this middle one right here. Ooh, this one's got just a little bit of blue around the rim. So that'll show you a difference of that first one I showed you with a lot more blue compared to this one with the blue that's on that, just around the rim there. Am I getting it in the shot? And make sure it's in the shot. Come on. Where's that focus? I guess if I'm up close, that's the best. Alright, well, you can kind of see it. But there you go. These ones are $10, 3 for $20 if you're interested. The simple ones, one color, are only $5. 5 of them for $20. They make excellent Christmas stocking stuffers, birthday gifts, all of that. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys later on this afternoon. And I'll probably be going live when I'm doing my demo over at Vaporium. So come, if you're 21 and over, come check that out. It's at 3808 Central. We'll be there. Also this morning they're going to be doing a market as well. So that's this morning from 10 till 2. And then I'll be there tomorrow as well from 10 to 2. And I don't see why not. I'm going to have my torch out there. Why not leave it there overnight? Hey, I see you. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. And I got you entered in to win. October 1st will be the day. But I don't see why not leaving my torch overnight there on Saturday, or on Saturday, tonight, for tomorrow. We'll do a very first live glassblowing demo for Sunday vending. That's going to be cool. So, sorry, I'm already in an hour and a half, so I'm shutting this off. But thank you for tuning in. I see you. I'll be live later doing a Sealed with Love memorial glass where I put cremains into glass. and I'll be doing that later on this afternoon. And then this evening we'll be going live at Vaporium at the event there, where I'll be making, I don't even know, I'm not sure what I'm going to be making, but I'll be having a lot of fun. So thanks for tuning in. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for also commenting and commenting live. And I'll see you soon. Right on. Have a good day. Love and blessings. Take care. I'm out. If I can hit the button. All right. Later.